What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Spencer. Looked at the Slifer structure deck earlier in the day, and now I'm checking out the Obelisk side of things. I separated them to maximize their earnings. Was not too impressed with the Slifer side of things. Maybe they'll be better on Obelisk. I doubt it, but we will go card by card. I'll avoid going over Obelisk. I think everybody knows what that is if you're buying this structure deck. Soul Crossing, if you didn't watch my first video, lets you tribute your opponent's monsters up to 3, so it doesn't have to be all 3, which is really nice. It's kind of one of the weak spots, right, of spheres. This doesn't have that. Restriction is pretty tough on being able to only activate 1 card during the next turn, but it's fine. You're not going to be activating too many effects in when you're playing Egyptian gods. Fist of Fate. So this is the specialty card for Obelisk. This card's activation effect cannot be negated. Like the other ones, all the quick effect cards for Slifer, for Ra, and now for Fist of Fate. If you control a monster whose original name is Obelisk the Tormentor, negate the effects of one effect monster your opponent controls, and if you do, destroy it. And if you do for the rest of the turn, the effects of that monster are negated, as well as the activated effects and effects of the monster with the same original name. Then, if you activated this card during your main phase, you can apply this effect to destroy all spells and traps. So Slifer destroys all monsters. Fist of Fate destroys all spells and traps. It's really cool. And this card is, well, I'll read it. Divine Evolution is a normal spell. This card's activation effect cannot be negated. And that's always kind of nice, right? Choose one monster you control whose original type is Divine Beast, or whose original name is the Wicked Avatar, the Wicked Dreadroot, or the Wicked Eraser. Excuse me. Except a monster already affected by Divine Evolution. And if it does, it gains 1,000 attack and defense. Its effect, activations, and effects cannot be negated. Also, it gains the following attack or effect. When this card declares an attack, you can make your opponent send 1 monster they control to the graveyard. I can't imagine. It's essentially what the Raw one does, make it kind of like unaffected. But at the same time, I don't think that it really does anything else. If this was a continuous spell, maybe a little bit of a different conversation, right? But it doesn't. So I'm going to say that card is not very good. Still, like, these structure decks don't make it very easy for you to tribute summon Egyptian gods outside of Soul Crossing, like, at all. This is a normal trap level resist wall. If a monster you control is destroyed by battle or opponent's card effect, target one of those monsters, special summon it from your deck in defense position so their combined levels equal the level of that monster, but negate their effects. Again, you just have to wait on your opponent, so that's not good. Your opponent has to walk into it. Angel 01. You can special summon this card from your hand by revealing 1 level 7 or higher monster from your hand. You can only special summon this card's name once per turn this way. While you control the special summon card, you can tribute 1 level 7 or higher monster in attack position during your main phase in addition to your normal summoner set. It doesn't do enough. I needed to do a lot more than that. I wish this special summoned itself and then created tokens and then allowed you to do that. Now we're talking. A Nimble Momanga, I think it's called. Earth level 2 beast. When this card is destroyed by battle and sent to the graveyard, gain 1,000 life points. You can special summon any number of Nimbles, so you get 2 of them. Zooey Mama. I thought they were going to do Marshmelon, I think it's called, or Marsh Macaron, but hey, they got the Nimble in there, which I actually think the Marsh Macaron is a better card than Nimble, so they couldn't even do that. Bazoo the Soul Eater. Once per turn, you can banish up to 3 monsters from your graveyard. This card gains 300 attack. Okay, that's a waste. A Cyber Dragon. That's disgusting. That's only... They're like, oh, here's a free special summon, guys. They're so good. Hardened Arm Dragon. Earth level 4 dragon. 1,500 attack, 800 defense. This card is not treated as an Arm Dragon card. Okay. You can special summon this card from your hand by sending 1 level 8 or higher monster from your hand to the graveyard. And if you tribute this card for a tribute summon a level 7 or higher monster, that monster cannot be destroyed by card effects. Well, it just kind of seems to defeat the purpose, but okay. Super Nimble Mega Hamster. You can special summon 1 level 3 or lower beast monster from your deck. Cool. If your opponent controls more monsters, you can do so. They're saying, okay, this is a going second card. Oh, boy. Photon Saber. When this card is normal flip summon, you can add 1 copy of this card from deck to hand. Doesn't even let you summon those things. All right. Evil Swarm Salamandra. Up to twice per turn, you can banish one monster from your graveyard. This card gains a 300 attack. Oh, that's very good. Whew, this is tough, man. Ross Disciple reprint. Sure, when this card is destroyed by battle. Okay, we don't have to talk about that one. Mari. Cannot be special summoned except by the effect of a warm type monster. This card produces a bunch of tokens, but you have to tribute summon anyways to make that happen, which is not good, of course. Nimble Beaver. When this card is normal summon, you can special summon one level 3 or lower nimble monster from your deck or graveyard. Condemned Witch. When this card is normal summoned, you can add one forbidden quick play spell from deck to hand. During your opponent's main phase, you contribute this card, special summon one level 4 fairy from your deck, except a copy of itself. What is the level 4 fairy that you're using? I think I said that once. Oh, Ra's Disciple. When this card is summoned, oh, during your turn, you can get 3 monsters on the board that will get destroyed during your opponent's turn. Pretty good, right? Pretty good stuff. 2 Gizmak reprints. Which one are these do? Each on your opponent normal special summons a monster, inflict 300 damage to them. Okay. You can only use the following effects of this card's name once per turn. If this card is special summoned from the main deck, you can special summon this card. If a monster is special summoned from the main deck, you can special summon this card from your hand. If this card is normal or special summon, you can target one face-up monster your opponent controls. Special summon one monster from your hand or deck whose attack equals its own defense. I'm not sure about that. While 6 or more of your cards are banished, you can normal summon this card without tributing. You can only use the following effects of this card's name once per turn. This card is normal or special summoned. You can discard one monster, add one monster's attack equals its own defense from your deck to your hand. None of these special summon themselves. Also, this doesn't have... Wow, they want you to use... I don't even know. Like, how are you supposed to banish cards in the way this deck is currently structured? Huh. Yeah, that's just not very good, is it? Okay, Harpy's Feather Duster, talked about the Enslifer, Brain Control. Why we need more than one tribute fodder. Like, that's kind of the baseline for support for anything for Egyptian gods. Monster Reborn, whatever. Different Dimension Capsule. I mean, you have to wait 3 turns to get Obelisk to your hand. Sheesh. Double summon. Yo. Pot of Avarice. Okay. Forbidden Chalice. Target one face-up monster your opponent controls. Or target just any face-up monster in the field until the end of its turn. It gains 4 in attack, but its effects are negated. So I guess that's like for Obelisk. So it doesn't... If it was special summoned, it gains attack, but it doesn't go to the graveyard. Okay, Forbidden Lance. All these, I guess, Forbidden Dress, they're all supposed to be protection for Obelisk. Supply Squad, like in Slifer, the Monarch Stormforth, again, just single tribute fodder, not going to do so well. There's another very similar card to Call of the Haunted in the Slifer structure deck. Instead of Mirror Force, we get Drowning Mirror Force. Oh, man, so good. Cloning. When your opponent normal flip summons a monster that is a level, target that monster, special summon one clone token, the same original type, attribute level, attack, and defense as that target. When that target is destroyed and sent to the graveyard, destroy this token. It's not even a continuous trap, too, by the way. Cool. Yeah, I would not buy this either. I don't want to support whatever this is. This is not a good product. I think everybody kind of knows that. And if we don't buy it as a user base, not that I am the end-all, be-all in your decision, I just say personally, if you want my opinion, don't get this, or just buy singles for the cards that you need and wait for them to realize that no one's really interested and they'll make actual good cards. Hoping that's what happens. We'll see. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Other than that, that's going to do it for today's video, and I'll see you guys next time.